Hello, welcome to the people of DAIICT. Radio Club is back with another show. This show, it's a little different from what you might have seen or heard from us in the past. This show, it's about movies. Who doesn't love them? Here, we are going to be reviewing 5 exceptional films that came out in 2020. We will be sharing with you the basic plot for these movies, and of course, since we want you all to watch them, we've ensured that it's all spoiler free. Just so you know, we are not trying in any particular order, and having said that, let's go ahead and find out more about these films. The first movie on our list is The Five Bloods. This film is about 4 Vietnam War veterans who visit Vietnam to deal with some unfinished business. Delroy Lindo delivers a brilliant performance as a soldier who has PTSD, putting him in the running for an Oscar in the Best Actor in a Leading Role category. Chadwick Boseman, a Black Panther, also delivers a fantastic performance. Short but impactful, this film's central theme is the after effects of war on soldiers psychologically, socially, and in various other aspects of life. Being a Spike Lee movie, the movie has an undeniable touch of lives from the lenses of Black community in the US during the American War in Vietnam and current times as well. Quite right for 2020. The movie is available to watch on Netflix. Our second movie is Soul. To end the year on a high note, we had a Pixar film grace our screens. Soul is another one of Pixar's brilliant life-learning classics. Beautifully animated with the new concept of the great before. This is an animated film not for the kids, but the adults. The film uses innovative ideas and everyday experiences to present the perceived concepts of soul and life for imparting its lessons. Set in one of the busiest cities globally, New York City, it tells the story of an aspiring jazz musician looking for his big break. All those who are into animated movies already might have an idea about the movie, and to all those who do not watch animated movies quite often, this is your movie to start. With creative designs and excellent lighting, it feels almost real. This film is undoubtedly one of the year's best. The movie is available for streaming on Disney Plus Hotstar. The third movie that we have for you is The Trial of the Chicago 7. Few screenwriters are as famous as Aaron Sorkin, whose notable writing credits include The Social Network, Moneyball, and Steve Jobs, among many others. And our next recommendation, The Trial of the Chicago 7, is written and directed by Aaron Sorkin, probably one of the best non-fictional courtroom dramas of all times. This film is about the trial of anti-Vietnam War protesters assembling at the 1968 Democratic National Convention. The movie consists of big-name actors like Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. 3 of the 7 defendants, Abby Hoffman, Tom Hayden, and Jerry Rubin, are played by Sacha Baron Cohen, Eddie Redmayne, and Jeremy Strong respectively. They are shown to be the founding members of Youth International Parties or the YIPPIes. Without going into the plot's nitty-gritty, this film pitches 7 defendants accused of conspiracy against the prosecution. The hearing is heard by a pretty biased judge who makes the task of the defendants even more difficult. Featuring one of the best possible ensembles, the film makes it to the list because of its performances. This film is a sure shot awards contender in all the major categories. A special shout out to this film since it shows how our protests are still similar in approach as compared to those in the 1960s, in a year where we saw significant protests across the world. This film is a resounding story of what it means when people take to the streets. This movie is available for streaming on Netflix. The next movie that we have for you is Palm Springs. This is for all the Brooklyn Nine-Nine and How I Met Your Mother fans out there. Palm Springs stars Andy Samberg and Kristen Milioti as Niles and Sarah in a very twisted but amazing to watch rom-com. To all the people out there enjoyed watching Groundhog Day and Edge of Tomorrow, this movie, it's right up your alley. This movie was made especially for you. Its distribution rights sold for $70 million. Andy Samberg, along with Kristen Milioti, ends up in a cave, following a shocking turn of events, after which he gets sucked into a vortex and lives the same day over and over again. Let me be very clear. Each time they live the same day again, a new twist comes up. There's not one boring moment in the entire movie. All the 90 minutes you spend on it are absolutely worth it. It's a must watch and it will entirely refresh your minds. The last movie on this list needs no introduction. It is, of course, Tenet. As always, the name of this director is enough to carry any film to glory. Yes, Tenet is Christopher Nolan's ambitious globe-trotting project, the first major tentpole to release in theaters post the pandemic. As is common with Nolan's films, it heavily and uniquely uses the concept of time. This time, the idea explored is that of time inversion, inspired by Bond films. Tenet is an espionage thriller with the protagonist going on a mission to save the world from the future. If I were to explain it in a jiffy, objects with their entropies reversed could travel backward in time. With an incredibly complex plot, one viewing will not be enough. It never is with Nolan's films. The stellar cast includes John David Washington, Robert Pattinson, a soon-to-be Batman, Elizabeth Debicki, and Kenneth Branagh. We are starting a series of review shows where we will be reviewing and recommending movies, series, anime, music and more. It is available on YouTube, Spotify, etc. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube and Spotify. A special thanks to Visaj Shah for helping us put up the show and also to the team for their hard work and dedication. That brings our segment to an end. Till then, this was RJ Aditi from Radio DAIICT. Music that keeps you alive.